Greetings and salutations. Welcome to LoveCast 133. It was a tight race to make it here, but we are rolling, we are going, we are in. Yeah. Well, she's walking through the clouds, a circus mind that's really wild. Butterflies and zebras, moonbeams, fairy tales, that's all she ever thinks about. Riding with the wind. Say she comes to me with 1,000 smiles she gives to me free. It's alright, she says, it's alright. Take anything you want from me. Anything. All right. So what was that? That was started with Little Wing, Jimi Hendrix. And the part that you didn't recognize at the end was just a free-form improvisation. Jason Allen, greetings and salutations, sir. Kathy B, hello. Diana Nicole, David Benjamin, Charity Swanson. David says, Amanda says hi. Yeah, David, I've been really, just like, man, I love it when David improvs. And so just by impulse, thought I would improv tonight. Dave Hill, how you doing, man? Diana Nicole. As I see was disclosed in the chat, yeah, I was coming from a modeling job today. I had to get up at 5 a.m. It's been a very long day. But I will. I've been rushing to keep this all on time. Because we have another great show following tonight. The Magical Mystery Hour with Paul Carganilla and Amanda Benjamin are going to go on shooting for 9:15. Hello, Svetlana. Hello, Craig Jackman. Craig Jackman's show, is it Jew Italian? Did I get the title right? Is going until February 4th, if I'm not mistaken, in Chino. So if you are in the mood for some good local theater, well, local to Chino, of course. Yeah, Craig, drop that in the chat. Oh dear, Svetlana says, is it just me or is there no sound? No, people are talking. So okay, it's just you. Man, you made me sweat there. Just did this long ass improv to imagine that there's no sound. That would be terrifying. Yes, there's sound. Good. All right. Hello, Steve. Steve Boardman. Christy Davila. Right. What's on time? I don't know. It's really a concept. Oh, oh, there we go. Jojo is here. Hello, Jojo. So, yeah, I've got a little derivation from the norm that I will evolve to this evening with you all, if you will follow me on the journey. There we are. Craig just dropped it in the chat. If you're interested in seeing the Jewtalian, I put in an I, the Jewtalian in Chino. Here's the website. So, that's cute, David. Oh, Journey. I like Journey. Yeah, well, my journey was metaphorical. I will not be playing any song that will chase the Emerys away. No, wait, the Emerys love that song. Who is it that hates that? I can't remember right now. Regardless. Yeah. Kind of running on adrenaline and coffee. They make for a good combination, although only very, very temporarily. Looking forward to hearing Paul and Amanda's show tonight, and see. What's the theme of tonight's next installment? Paul and Amanda, or whoever's on a Vaudacity keyboard. What are we looking forward to this evening in their journey into the unknown? Nautical. Thank you, Diana Nicole. Nautical mysteries. All right. The naughty nauticals. Well, cool. I'm sure there will be lots of Bermuda triangles. And the lost city of Atlantis. What else would they possibly cover? Oh, there was that big ass warship around World War II that just seems to have like disappeared and then teleported into a different part of the world. There's some all kinds of crazy shit they could be covering off the top of my head. I'm very curious. Bermuda triangles and steel drums make a great percussion section. Yeah. All right, so that is my total non sequitur into a Cure song just because I felt like playing it. Show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me scream, she said. The one that makes me laugh, she said. Threw her arms around my neck. Show me how you do it. And I'll promise that I'll run away with you. I'll run away with you. Dreamed of all the different ways I had to make her glow. Why are you so far away? She said, won't you ever know that I'm in love with you? That I'm in love with you. You, soft and lonely. You, lost and lonely. You, strangers, angels, dancing in the deepest ocean, twisting in the water. You're just like a dream, just like a dream. Daylight licked me into shape. I must have been asleep for days, moving lips to breathe her name. I opened up my eyes, found myself alone above a raging sea. Stole the only girl I loved, drowned her deep inside me. You, soft and lonely. You, lost and lonely. You, just like heaven. Hello, Zach White and Rhonda Soto. Glad to see you both. Hello, and Kelsey Blaine Gibson is out there. Long day, Zach. Yeah, I hear you, man. I've had a long day myself. I'm just now noticing something. So, like, those chords are like not not exactly the same, but like there's some kind of overlap here that has just never occurred to me. I gotta explore this all of a sudden. So follow me in this little exploration, if you will. All right, so that was like A, E, B minor, D. Now I'm down tuned to half a step for anybody that's got a guitar in their hands and wondering why it's not working out, but... All right, it's D. If we slow that down. I usually vow never to explore like this in public. But this is kind of neat. So if you just invert those chords, moving it to the key of D instead of ending in D, we start in D. See the stones set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, a bit of nacy makes me wait, and I wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore, you give it all, but I want more, and I'm waiting for you, with or without you, with or without you. I can't live with or without you. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, body bruised, got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away, with or without you, with or without you. Oh no, I can't live with or without you. With or without you, with or without you, oh, I can't live All right. And a fun series of improvs tonight. Hello, Susan Cohn. Love to see ya. Karen Oliver. Hi. REO Speedwagon. Perfect for live every moment. Wow. All right. Yeah. David says, dude, you should totally explore in public. Yeah, that's a man without a police record talking right now. Thank you, Charity. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Oh, before I get too far afield, I want to take a moment to thank the folks that threw into the virtual tip jar last week to support LoveCast 132, were Nick and Christy Davila, Miss Emily Thatcher, one anonymous donor, and Ed and Susie Marsh. Ed reminding me of something that, oh yeah, I forgot I knew, that the whole concept of undermining was originally a medieval warfare tactic when you were like digging underneath an enemy fortification, like a castle wall, for example, which is exactly what popularized moats in so many fortified medieval fortifications. Like, yeah, I remember knowing that because I actually, like on a hobby level, studied Bronze Age and medieval warfare for a while in college. Huh. Well, forgot I did that. So, yeah, thanks for that, Ed. And gotta wave at Susie. Hi, Susie. All right, where to next? What? My dad got REO Speedwagon to come to our little college many years back? How do I not know that story? I mean, I talk to Mom on the phone after every LoveCast. So, Mom, like, fill me in on that after that. Really? What? What? I mean, what? Seriously? That's completely. I. I don't know how to. I, I'm just kind of blown away. Like, when? Oh man. Okay, so gonna have to ask like what year and all that. I mean, I'm just how, for that matter. I mean, I just okay. Like, did he know R or like EO or like Hmm. Okay. I'm thanks, Mom, for the titillating news feed. Yeah, no, it was definitely before I was born. I think I would remember that even as a, I don't know. I've got this odd capacity for recollecting things that happened in my early childhood, as it turns out. Like, I seem to remember things from when I was 2, 3, and 4 that most people wouldn't. But I definitely don't remember REO Speedwagon playing at Kaskaskia College. That's hysterical. All right. But for Dad, Man like Neil Ackerman, it was probably just a day in the life. I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. No, the news was rather sad. Well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords. I saw a film today, oh boy. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look, having read the book. I'd love to turn you on. Woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Grabbed my coat, grabbed my hat, made the bus in seconds flat. Found my way upstairs and had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. I read the news today, oh boy. 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. And though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Ivory Hall. I'd love to turn you on. Never could see any other way, never could see any other way, never could see any other way. Yeah. So, as I teased earlier in the show, want to do something a little different, a little unprecedented for the LoveCast. Jesus, David, that's funny. Okay. David said my earliest memory is yesterday. I guess that would be very early. David, you got me on that one. That's pretty good. Like yesterday morning, it was like 5 a.m. and damn, was that early. All right, so so reading has always been a big passion of mine. Last week, I mentioned this book, Children of Time, by Adrian Tchaikovsky. And I still don't know. Someone gave me this book a few years ago. I don't know who it was. Someone gave me this book saying, like, something like, oh, my ex-boyfriend is a big sci-fi geek and he really loves this book, and I just have never read it myself, but he recommended it so strongly, I bought it for you. And it sat on my shelf until in the last, I don't know, maybe about a month, I started hearing about this book on a couple of different book reviewers lists, as well as science fiction and futurism podcasts that I subscribe to, because that's the kind of geek that I am. And yeah, Children of Time. This is pretty damn amazing. David's talking about, oh, thank you, Hunter. I'd been meaning to ask you about that. I couldn't remember the title. All I could think was Childhood's End, by Arthur C. Clarke. Yes. David, you should definitely, I love Childhood's End. That is one of my favorites. Mom, no, it was not Jess. Definitely not Jess, because Jess would never have passed me a book that she had not read, but that was a recommendation by some ex-partner ever. I don't think that she's ever. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop extolling there. So I'm just gonna read you just a little fraction of this. There we go. The Vaudacity Network dropped the link in the chat. Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Yes, this is the first book in a series. I just started reading the second book in the series because this one just impressed the hell out of me. I cannot speak highly enough of this, except that I miss talking about books. Yes, The Children of Ruin, Kathy B. That is exactly. I've started reading The Children of Ruin now, and it's starting off interestingly. I reserve judgment to see if it holds up to the to Children of Time, but so there's a species. I can give you this preface without any kind of spoilers. Uplifting is this concept in science fiction and futurism whereby a species is brought to some higher, let's say, probably mental ability, but doesn't necessarily have to be mental, by another species. Let's say they are hybridized, or evolution has in some way been hacked by a secondary species to uplift a less intelligent species and make it technological in this case. And so the children of time are one such species, and this species would be ironically terrifying to humans to see them in person. From Children of Time, chapter 7.2. There is an army. Portia is one of the hundreds who will serve on the front line, one of tens of thousands whose turn will likely come to fight. They will die, many of them, or at least that is what they expect. The stakes are so high, though individual lives are ever the chaff of war, but if there was ever a just cause, it is this. The survival of an entire species, of a whole planet's evolutionary history, is now at stake. She has heard that Bianca is on her way up. Everyone is glad, of course, that the commander of their global defense will be here alongside of them, but the simple fact that their leader is on her way brings it home to all of them. The time is finally here. The battle for tomorrow is beginning. If they lose, then there will be no future for them. And with that severed tomorrow, all their yesterdays will be undone as well. The universe will turn, but it will be as though they had never existed. Portia knows that the great minds of her species have considered many diverse weapons and plans. She must take it on faith that the strategy she now has been given is the best, the most achievable, and the most acceptable. She and her squad gather, watching other bands of soldiers surge and spring across distant sections of the webbing. Her eyes stray to the high heavens. There is a new star up above now, and it foretells a time of terrible cataclysm and destruction simply by its appearance. There is no superstitious astrology in such predictions. The end times are truly here. The moment when one great cycle of history grinds inexorably into the next. The humans are coming. Oh. Children of Time. If you have even the vaguest interest in modern science fiction, check it out. Oh, man. Love that book. Love that book. Well, wow, David, I'm curious about what you just dropped in the chat because I don't know that one. David was mentioning finally starting The Confidence Men, about 2 World War I POWs in Turkey who escaped by conning their captors with a Ouija board. Should be interesting. Should be even more interesting because I'm pretty sure World War I is way before Milton Bradley invented a Ouija board. Could be wrong about that. Curious, though. All right. So, Diana Nicole, are you still there? This was, I'll lower this a little bit, excuse me. I originally learned this at Diana Nicole's request, and I just love playing this song. Oh, good. Oh, good, good, good. This was a request, as I recall, when you were hanging out with your grandmother in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. So, without any further ado, this is Wagon Wheel. Head down south to the land of the pines, on my way to North Carolina. Staring on the road, pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for rally I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anywhere you be. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold of New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick the banjo now. Oh, the North Corner winds keep getting me now. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave, but I ain't turning back, living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anywhere you be. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker at a field, he had a nice long choke. But he's headed west to the Cumberland Gap, to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. Heard my baby call my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die at Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like the wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anywhere you be. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anywhere you be. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah. Oh, oh dear, where does the time go? Yeah, actually, it goes to the greater disorder of entropy. That is now an answerable question. I think I'm just going to play a couple more. So, hello, Roberta Ocuna. Just texted me. Oh, thank you, David. Just texted me a link. Ouija boards. Okay, one of the funniest memes I saw during the pandemic was something about like my impulse shopping has gotten out of control. Somebody had bought like a throw rug, like an area rug that looked like a Ouija board and a Roomba that was just like kind of confined to that rug. You know? And that was. That one makes me sad. I can tell you honestly, Ouija boards don't freak me out even slightly. Charity Swanson, I have an admission. I was the guy in high school that both studied a little bit of Latin and I pushed. So you know, anytime, yeah. Our mom threw our secret Ouija board out the second story window. Joe Warren. No, they're silliness. You should. Diana Nicole says, I would love to try one someday. Zach, I don't know how to. I don't know. It's like I don't have the heart to disagree with you, but I frequently Ouija boards are dangerous. Should be avoided at all costs. No, they're not dangerous. They're little bits of cardboard with a lot of superstitious nonsense rolled into them. I'm sorry, Zach. I just don't buy in. They I knowing at this point, like, is it a gate to the evil and the supernatural, or is it just kind of like silliness and people subconsciously pushing? That's it's nah, they're just kind of ridiculous. I mean, you know, what the gateway to hell, brought to you by Milton Bradley. I mean, come on, really. Charity Swanson, I was brought up believing they were evil. I was also brought up believing that they were evil, or at least a gateway into something supernatural and demonic. I no longer. I guess I have a different level of evaluating evidence now, and I do not come to that conclusion. They're just, you know, kind of silly. I don't have one in my home. I think it depends on the people playing them. Okay, granted, you know, if you like have a Ouija board that starts like spouting racial epithets, I'd say that's kind of evil, but you know, that definitely depends on the people like playing them. So yeah. I mean, like Diana Nicole, I wouldn't even say, like Diana says, that's why I want to try one. I'm interested. I mean, I really don't think they're going to like give you any kind of insight into like who you are in a deeper level. They're just kind of, Kathy B says, we never had one because mom said they were just dumb and didn't have any kind of power except for the people pushing it around. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm concluding here. You ever do like light as a feather, stiff as a board, where you've got like you've got like 5 or 6 people gathered around someone, and they all put like 2 fingers on their, on the person, and they just kind of like keep repeating, light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, and they like lift the person, and then just like by magic, the person like seems to lift up. Well, when you do the math, if you have like experimental teenagers and you're lifting like just say 100-pound person, and you have 5 people gathered around them, that is 10 pounds per finger or per sets of fingers. Have you ever lifted a 10-pound dumbbell? It's not a lot, right? If you do like 200 curls with them, then it's a lot. But if you just like take a 10-pound dumbbell with each finger, that's not like it just doesn't seem like it should lift a whole human being. That's kind of, yeah, Christy Davila says that was a favorite slumber party game when I was in middle school. One of the most underrated things of human ability is what we can do in small groups, small to middle-sized groups. And, one of those things is like fool each other that there's more going on here than really is. Yeah, Charity, leave it to math to overrule the weird. I don't know that math isn't the most weird, because math is also math. I don't know. Math is one of the strangest things that I'm aware of in the universe. Because math, like just the way that we just kind of like unpacked light as a feather, stiff as a board, while I'm drinking, with sort of like not even back of the envelope calculations, because you didn't even have to write that out to just kind of like crank that out. Math is just unreasonably efficacious in predicting and describing the universe. Math might just be the ultimate weird. It's bizarre. Like the fact that Einstein can do several thought experiments and get together with a couple of math buddies and publish general relativity, and then start predicting the existence of things like black holes. That is unreasonable. That is weirder than any Ouija board. That right? It is unreasonable because it works, and it can make reliable predictions that are also falsifiable. And unlike Ouija boards, which can't really give you any more information than are contained in the heads of the people pushing the little thing. Yeah. And Charity says, I'm going to use that at work from now on. Math is the ultimate weird. Yeah, math, I'm going to stand by this. Math is the closest thing that humans have to actual magic. Because it is the actual language of the universe. Bada bing. It just is. Okay. So enough railing on how one can come to the objective truths that the universe may have to offer. And let's tune a little. Yeah, here's the thing. I want to just weigh in one last little bit, because my mom is Pam Ackerman. My mom is a retired teacher, and and for mom to say something like, if math was hard for you, then you simply had a bad math teacher, is actually quite a professional declaration. She's later qualifying there are a lot of bad math teachers. See, here's the thing, is that by human nature, most of the people who teach math were inherently good at math to begin with and have difficulty conceiving of math being hard. And so when you have a hard subject taught by a person who can't really imagine that it's hard, that's kind of a bad combination of things. Or it's a disadvantageous combination of things. It's kind of like taking music from Mozart. It's like, holy, that was my music teacher, like Mozart, really? Right? You know, you got to have somebody that was not. You got to have somebody that can relate to what is it like if this is hard. And that's why I was always a good math tutor, because I was not inherently good at math. I was fascinated by how it could describe the universe. And that compelled me to study the hell out of it. Yet to this day, I still have trouble making change. So, here's one last song. And then I will hand over the Vaudacity network to the magical mystery tour with a nautical theme. This is Mazzy Star, Into Dust. Still falling, breathless and on again. Inside today, beside me today, around broken into to your eyes shed into dust. like two strangers turning into dust, till my head shook with the way I feel. I could possibly be fading, or have something more to gain. I could feel myself growing colder. I could feel myself under your fate. Under your fate. It was you, breathless and tall. I could feel my eyes into dust, and two strangers turning into dust, turning into dust, turning into dust. All right. Thank you for joining us this evening. Please drop into the virtual tip jar over here to my right if you can, and join us for the Magical Mystery Hour with Michael and Amanda coming up next. Love you all. And I'll see you again for LoveCast 134 next week.